Imagine a life of violence and exploitation so bleak that death is often the only hope for relief.
And that is the very nightmare thousands of victims of human trafficking experience each day here in New York City. But some do make it out alive. And tonight, Rob Morrison has a CBS 2 exclusive, Eliza's story of abuse and escape.
24-year-old Eliza is in hiding and scared for her life.
I'm just scared to going out every single day.
Several weeks ago, she says she escaped from the man who enslaved her for years, forcing her to work at an underground sex club in Lower Manhattan. That man, her husband, threatened her with death if she ever left.
He said, nobody knows that if you're gonna die, nobody knows that you are die, because you don't have any people.
Eliza says they met in the Philippines when she was just 19. Here are pictures of them together. We're hiding his identity, too. Eliza says he charmed her into thinking he was an American businessman who had fallen madly in love with her. A dream come true, she thought, when he proposed marriage.
He presented himself as a nice guy.
Yes, he good at for pretending a good guy.
But she says, as soon as he got her out of the country, the physical abuse started, and she quickly learned his business was sex and online pornography.
After beating on me, he just say, "This what's gonna happen if you agree on me."
If you argue with him.
Yes, and you cannot do anything. I got your papers, I got your passport, so you can't go anywhere.
Her attorney says it was all part of his calculated plan to dupe her, then control her.
It was methodical what he did. In anticipation of bringing her into this country on a visa to get married, he had already posted information on a website that she would be available to others.
Eliza says this drama played out here in Lower Manhattan and that it was pure fear that kept her living and working here against her will. She says her husband threatened violence against her family in the Philippines if she ever left, and based on the abuse she sustained, she said she had no reason to doubt him.
He put electrodes on private areas in your body.
Yes. That is the worst thing that happened to me.
And tortured you until you went unconscious.
Yes. And I would just wake up and I don't know what's happening.
This is such a classic case.
Sonia Osorio, president of the local National Organization for Women, says human sex trafficking is big business here in New York City. And this story is one of many.
It's absolutely amazing the degree that this happens on a regular basis and how open and blatant it is in our society, and that we just don't see it.
Eliza says she eventually learned that she was just one of many of her husband's victims.
His first girlfriend, second girlfriend, all of his girlfriend. He done all of these things to them.
Eliza was lucky. With a friend's help and protection, she summoned the courage to escape, hired an attorney, and obtained a restraining order. But most others aren't so fortunate.
And they have very, very few options to reach out to anybody, or any sense that there is anybody to reach out to.
Her attorney says she should be able to retain her green card through a battered spouse application, but she wants more.
You want justice?
Yes, I want justice.
Authorities are investigating the allegations against Eliza's husband, but no warrants have been issued, and sources indicate he may have left the country. Christine?